We know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. For you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console.
We kind of touched up on this one a little bit, so let's talk about it now. The Initiative.
And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio. The Initiative.
Let me just give a quick intro to The Initiative. The Initiative is a brand new studio that Xbox created from scratch. So most companies, you ever heard AA, Indie, AAA, and stuff like that, that typically is based on their budget. And this particular studio that was created, The Initiative, they have a budget of a Quadruple A studio.
Wow.
Yeah, supposedly. I mean, what does that mean? Could they have multiple teams working on multiple different games, or all their resources are pulled and they're working on one game? I don't know.
And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox.
I honestly hope that they're working on multiple games, because the talent that they have kind of secured from other studios, I think they're best suited if they're each kind of spearheading their own type of game.
Yeah, I think this would be like a really interesting studio if it turns into something like, we recently had the Sony PS5 event, and you saw like different games from Insomniac, right? So Insomniac seems to be a pretty big team. They have different IPs and stuff that they release games for, and I think, like you said, with the different kinds of talent that they've brought onto the studio, like I feel like they could be, something like that, where they have different IPs that they work on, and they're all like, really good quality games.
So, Lou, do you happen to have the details of kind of the personnel working on at The Initiative now?
I was trying to look this up. So like they do have a video where they kind of introduce some of the team members. They have people from I see an article here talking about they have people that, have come from Sledgehammer, Activision, Crystal Dynamics. I know I saw in the video they had someone that had worked on God of War, like the PS4 version of God of War.
Yes.
So that's pretty exciting for the team.
I'm pretty sure. So again, don't quote me on who these people are and what they did, but I know that somebody very key to God of War is one of the people they brought over. Another person that was key for God of War was the fighting style director. So this is the guy that was responsible for the fighting style in God of War, and they brought him over. So he's no longer with them. So you should really expect. I'm not saying they're going to copy the exact same style of God of War, but it should be a significant upgrade as far as combat. And then The Initiative also kind of poached the person that was, I don't know if they were in charge, but they were very important. It had to do with the most recent Tomb Raider game.
I don't know if it was. I think it was. It wasn't Rise.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Right. So
one of their team members also worked on Rise of the Tomb Raider, which was apparently also a good game.
Right. So I personally am expecting a lot from The Initiative. That's just me personally. If these guys, with all their talent, come out and drop one game and it's a dud, then Microsoft really has no excuse.
No, I mean, I think they've pulled enough talent into this studio that the game that comes out from this studio is going to be like a pretty significant title, I feel like.
It should be. I agree, especially with that budget.
We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders.
But at the same time, that's why I kind of am hoping that they're working on multiple games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got quite a few people from God of War, GTA, Red Dead Redemption.
Metal Gear,
Those
Naughty Dog.
those are all pretty good games.
Someone here from
Yeah.
Apex, GTA 5. No, all right. So again, I'm expecting
Yeah.
big things from them.
I'm
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm pretty excited actually to see what Microsoft comes out with in their first party showcase next month, because I think that they're gonna come out, full guns blazing with all these new studios they have, at least announcing like what they're working on and stuff. And I think, especially this studio in particular, they're probably gonna have something that people are gonna be really interested in.
I think they have to, honestly. They've done a great job since the reveal trailer in December of last year, all the way up until last week. Well, no, not even last week, up until that May event, right? They were doing a great job with marketing. They showed off the console, spoke about games and stuff like that. And then their backwards compatibility, smart delivery, all this kind of stuff is amazing. Very pro-consumer. And then they came out and said, oh, we're going to show you gameplay of next gen. Everybody tuned in because first time we're going to see next gen gameplay. And it was mostly trailers. We got some gameplay trailers in some cases. And and none of it was first party. Maybe 2 or 3 exclusives, could possibly even be timed exclusives. We're not sure there. So it kind of lost some momentum there. And then you have Sony that just recently came out. They had their conference. Now, out of like the 20 games they showed, 16 or so of them are timed exclusives. So they're going to be out on every platform after a year, and even PC in most cases, like day and launch. But they did show quite a few first-party studios, and then they also revealed the console. So I would honestly say that the momentum right now, at the very least, is in favor for Sony.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely came out swinging, but they kind of had to since they've been silent for so long. So
right. So
Yeah.
now I could kind of say the same thing about Xbox. It's not like they're halted to a stop. They're not.
Mhm.
But
But this
Sony
is
already. Go
yeah.
ahead,
No, I was gonna say like this. So like this first party showcase is where they can really show like what they've been doing as far as just like, because they've acknowledged that they have like or that they've had a problem with just like the quantity of quality first party titles that they've come out with, and that's why they've bought all these studios. So like I feel like this first party showcase is really like their opportunity to show like that they can deliver on first party exclusives as well.
Sony already showed their hand with the console and their games. Doesn't mean they're not going to show more, but Xbox showed their hand with the console, and if they come out with a pretty good lineup, then I think it'll all come down to the battle of the price.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another topic for another day. That's kind of what I want to talk about in the next podcast, but there's a bit of
we kind of went on a tangent there.
a little bit, yeah. That's all right. Maybe I'll edit it out. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. For those of you that are not new, thanks for returning. Subscribe, share, like. It really helps us out, especially because we're a growing channel. Take care, everybody.